Hi folks, I'm here with Katarina from Canada. Very welcome in Belgium for the second tour day of your Belgian tour, the Belgian leg of the tour, European tour. Can you maybe just introduce yourself shortly, and each time you speak, please take the microphone.
Hi, I'm Katarina. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm on my first European tour, just traveling solo right now. But I played a bunch of shows in Germany, Austria, and now I'm on my Belgium leg of the tour in Oostrozebeke. I believe it's pronounced. Yeah.
Yesterday I was also at your first show of the Belgian tour. I saw a really very amazing, a really good concert at a very beautiful venue. Maybe you can give some feedback yourself.
Yeah, the venue is absolutely amazing. That's part of what I love about Europe and touring here is that I get to play in these spaces that are 300-400 years old. And it had the original paintings on the wall, and I think they have some government funding to help restore the heritage site. So the room was amazing. It felt like I was transported back like 400 years. And the hosts were wonderful. The crowd was great. Ultimately, it was a good introduction to the Belgian people and what a show is like in Belgium.
So about yourself, your musical influences, how would you describe them yourself? Yesterday I heard like a comment from a person in the crowd, and I had the same idea. You sound a bit like a more modernized version of the in French living artist Melanie. She's in fact Melanie Safka, but known as artist as Melanie. Also other, I could refer Alanis Morissette. More people will know. And what do you think yourself?
I mean, both of those are huge compliments. Melanie, that's Je ne veux pas travailler. She does that song, right? I have heard Alanis Morissette, and I listened to her a lot when I was a kid. Sheryl Crow is a big influence. Joni Mitchell, Sarah McLachlan. More modern, I would say like a little bit Taylor Swift, Phoebe Bridgers, Leon LaHavis, Madison Cunningham, Paul McCartney, yeah, Gordon Lightfoot. There's so many amazing, Carole King. I think there's not a lot of women musicians that are marketed as piano players, and that's where I started was on the piano. And so more recently actually I've been listening to a lot of Carole King. Yeah.
Very cool you just mentioned Carole King, because I was just about to say one of the favorite covers I heard from you is the Carole King cover.
Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm going to play that one tonight, but I will play it tomorrow. Absolutely, just for you.
Thank you. I have a question concerning influences, but not directly influences. It can be just anything else. Suppose you're on a desert island, you don't have internet, you have no phone, you have no radio, you have no connection at all, you have only a record player and or a CD player, and you can only listen to 3 albums for the rest of your life. Which 3 albums would you take with you on a desert island where you're alone to listen to for the rest of your life? I'm sorry for this hard question.
Oof, that is a hard question. Well, two of those are easy. Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. I think it's perfect. Casey Musgraves, Golden Hour. I also think it's perfect. And I would probably say Let It Lie by the Bros Landreth. They're a Canadian band. Yeah. But it's a tough question.
About you as artist, Katarina. So you have like the first album out. Maybe you can tell something more about it, and maybe if you have like near future plans, other recordings coming or other things that you have composed.
Yes. So I just released my debut, my first solo album in October. It's called Daisy Chain, and it's a short album. It's 7 songs. And previous to that, I have released a couple different shorter EPs with my other project called Rumor Mill. We're a female duo. Lots of like harmonies, a little bit folkier. And we actually have a full-length record coming out this year. It's called What She Said, and I'm really excited about that. So it's more of a collaborative project, but people will be able to find that under my solo name as well. And kind of what's next is I'm going to be recording a few songs this fall and another record in 2024.
About fall or just a bit before, I had just a comment on Facebook of a good friend of mine who is organizing concerts in Brussels in a very beautiful bar. He was interested in booking you, and he was wondering if when exactly you would come back. So maybe you have already some half plans or?
Well, if there's a gig, I might come back for that. So I'm putting feelers out for different shows and for some music festivals in Belgium. But at this point, I'm always ready to take an opportunity. So if there's a great show, great venue, I always say, let me know and I will try my best to make it. Otherwise, I think I'll be back in November with a different musical project, and then I'll be back myself in the spring. Yeah.
So, what are your expectations for the next? I think there are 5 days left for today included for this tour.
Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised so far by Belgium because I've found out of the 3 European countries where I've toured, I've had the most people reach out to me beforehand, whether it's to do like a recorded live video or like you, Jan, to do an interview and come to my shows and take photos. I'm doing a photo shoot tomorrow. I've had people reach out because they've seen it advertised and they love my music and they want to buy t-shirts. So I'm excited because it seems like all of these shows are really grabbing people's attention, and people in Belgium really seem to love music and love listening. And it's always so much nicer to perform to attentive audiences that really care about the music. So I'm super excited for all of the shows.
I was wondering just about the name Anna Katarina. I had only one small problem because when I Google Anna Katarina, the first thing I come is like the Swiss actress, and also some names that are written differently but pronounced the same. So don't you have problems with this, that people find you? Or?
Yeah, the Swiss actress. I have a funny story about that actually. It was in October, and somebody sent me an email reaching out because they wanted to do an interview with me, and they said it's the 50th anniversary of this movie and we want to interview you for it. And I said, great, I always take interviews, like that sounds cool. And in my back of my head, I thought, I don't really know what that movie is, but maybe they just wanted, I don't know why. And so we start the interview, it's rolling, we're doing it via Zoom. And then it's just audio. And then we get halfway through and I say, wait, I don't think I'm who you think that I am. And turns out he thought he was interviewing the Swiss actress, who's actually like pretty well known, I think, for a Swiss actress. And I was like, no, I'm half her age and I am a musician in Canada. So that was kind of funny. But it's something I'm working on. I'm hoping to keep gaining, fans, and eventually when people type in my name, I'll come up first. But it is my name by birth. I'm named after my great grandma, so changing it at this point I don't really want to do. So yeah.
So to follow you, it's to be clear, it's Anna Katarina Music. So then they will surely find you.
Yeah, if you look up Anna Katarina, all A's, or I would put the music after it. So Anna Katarina Music, AnnaKatarinaMusic.com. I'm like not a Swiss actress, so if you see a dark-haired Swiss actress. That's not me. I'm blonde. Yeah.
So, and while we're talking about founding you, what are the social media that you're most active on?
Instagram for sure, at Anna Katarina Music. I'm on TikTok, at Anna Katarina Music. YouTube, Anna Katarina Music, same thing. I'm also active on Facebook. Twitter, not so much, but I recommend signing up for my email newsletter, because then you'll be notified when I come back to Belgium. And on Instagram, probably the best. Yeah.
You have any free subject you want to add in the interview, like anything you want to talk about this project or another project, what we didn't have discussed yet, anything you want to talk about?
I guess, I'll start by saying thanks for interviewing me. This is really cool. And the fact that I get to travel in Europe and play music is like a dream come true, because traveling and playing music are my two absolute favorite things in the world. And it's been really amazing. And it's allowed me to visit towns and villages that I normally might not go to, and stay in people's houses and get to know more about the culture and people's experiences, and even like talking about World War II, which we talk about a lot in Canada and we study it, but it's different because it happened on your soil. And that's been something unexpected that I didn't really consider being a part of this experience, but just learning more about what that actually felt like to people, and their relatives, and the history it's so recent. And I think that's what I love the most about touring, is just hearing people's stories and connecting with everybody all over the world. Yeah.
About what you just say, I have something to add, because it might be interesting for you. You have some spare time. If you go a little more west, there are many cemeteries with all the Canadian soldiers that fought for us, fought for our liberty in the First World War, the Second World War. You have to go and visit it.
Yeah, that's up in Flanders. Yeah.
So a bit more west.
Yeah. I would like to. Yeah, it's very real when you're here, and yeah, it's sad.
Well, especially in between here and coast, and even more at the coast, there are the places where most of the Canadian soldiers have passed away and fought for us. So we are very thankful to your ancestors. I wish you a very good show now. We're going to conclude this first part of the interview. We're going to go for a second part tomorrow in Tournai. Maybe have a good concert today. Oh.